So welcome back to the tutorial on Java programs. So in this session, I'll be explaining the second program, that is 3B, which involves with creation of multiple threads. So in this program, we are required to create 3 threads. The first thread needs to be assigned to generate a random number, and the second thread will compute the square of the random number being generated, and the thread 3 must find the cube of the random number generated. Okay, so let me show you the pictorial representation of this program. Okay, then after understanding this thread concept, then we can move on to the programming part. So consider a process having 3 threads. So this is thread 1, thread 2, and thread 3. So you can see here, this is T1, this T2, this T3. So we have 3 threads, and what each thread must do is the thread 1 must be assigned to generate random number. So each thread will be assigned a different task. So thread 1 is to generate random number. And thread 2 must find the square of the random number generated. And thread 3 must find the cube of the random number generated. So all these 3 threads must get executed concurrently to perform these operations. Now we move on to the coding part. Okay, so we will get started with coding. So I'll be using Eclipse to write the program. So let me create a class. I'll give the class name as main thread, which in turn creates 3 threads. Okay, we have this main method being inserted. Okay. So the intention of this main thread is to create 3 threads where each thread has to perform these operations, whatever the 3 operations that we have seen. Generating the random number, then compute the square of the number, and to compute the cube of a number. So first, let me design the class. So class, with the name of the class as number generator. This class must extend the thread class. So let me add a run method. For this class. So it should be of public. Okay. So what this run method should do is it should generate a random number. So let me take a static integer. So this will hold the random number generated by this method. Okay. So initially what you do, like just before getting to this number generation, I will design a class or define a class where it will, each class will have a run method. Let me execute and show it to you how the concurrent execution will happen. Then we can perform those respective operations. Okay. So initially we just I'm going to display the thread name. Okay. So thread one or whatever the each operation we are planning to perform will be displayed by this thread at regular interval. Okay. Let me show that option. So this is the class generator. Let me have another class, just I'll copy paste. So this is going to be a class which is going to compute the square of number. Okay. Since that I don't need this number here, just I'm going to display its name. Okay, what it does. Next. So similarly, we'll have another class. This computes the cube of a number. Okay. So what I'll do, like, we'll just have a loop. Right. We'll have a loop which gets executed 10 times. Just let it display the class name, okay, of the thread. So what it should do is system dot out dot println. This is a thread class name. It's display square of number. So let me add the same for loop here. In this case, it has to print a message number generator. Let's go to generate the number. Just initially it just displays. Later we will replace this code with the respective operations. Okay, and here also. In this case, it should find the cube. So we have three classes: number generator, square of a number, and cube of number. And each method has a run method. So each class is having a run method which will get executed when a thread is created. So with this background, okay, so what we can do is we'll create those three threads. So let me take the class name. So this is the class name. So once I create these three threads, I can start that. So I should create three instance variable here, like ng, sn, cn, for creating the threads. So these are the three references which I've created here, which I would be using inside the main method. So remember, the ng, sn, and cn are outside this main method. Okay. They are the data members of this class main thread. So what I would do is number generator. I'm going to create a thread now. Okay. or created a number generator thread. Similarly, you can create square of number and Cn is equal to what? Cube of number. So here I created 3 threads, NG, Sn and Cn. Okay. What I will do is, with this little delay, I'm going to start those threads. Okay. So ng dot start. Okay, let me start all the threads. Ng dot start, Sn dot start, then Cn dot start. So once I start these 3 threads, once ng dot start is called, the line number 56 gets executed, then it would start the run method, which is defined in line number 5. So similarly, run method, which is in line number 17, will get executed once Sn.start is called. Okay. So similarly, when Cn.start is called, it's going to run the corresponding run method of cube of number class. Okay. So all these methods will get executed. These run methods will get executed concurrently. So we can cross check that. So let me execute this program. So you can see this output. This is so fast, we are not able to differentiate how the threads are getting executed concurrently. So what I would do is, let me insert a small delay of 1 second for each thread. So say like keep of, say 1000 millisecond. So let's say 1000 millisecond. So it's 1000 milliseconds equal to 1 second. Okay, I'm going to give a 1 second delay for all the threads. So here also let me introduce. So remember, okay, if I put this thread into sleep, this is unavailable for execution for 1 second. Okay, and it should be surrounded by try catch block. The sleep function must be surrounded by try catch block. Okay, so I've given 1 second delay for each thread. Now let me recompile and execute it. So you can see the output here. Number generator, cube of number, square of number. Okay, they are getting executed one after the other. Square number, okay, cube number. Sometimes it's interchange, cube and square. Okay, but to ensure, okay, so the same order it is executed. That is number generator, square and cube. What we can do is we can insert a small delay after creating the first thread. So ng is going to be the first thread, Sn is going to be the second thread, and Cn is going to be the third thread. So what I would do is, let me introduce a small delay after this thread dot sleep, just 500 millisecond. I will have this again. I need to. So remember, whenever we add a sleep method, okay, when you're calling a sleep method, it should be surrounded by try catch. Okay. So this would ensure, okay, this sleep would ensure ng is going to start first. Okay. Otherwise, if you execute all 3, if you start all the 3, randomly it may pick any one of those 3 threads. But this would ensure ng dot start is executed. So that in turn calls run method, which is defined in line number 5, the number generator. Okay. Now, so here also I can introduce a small delay. Okay, for yes, sir. Okay. And finally, that the Cn, that is cube of number, is going to get executed at last. Okay. Now you can see the output. You can see here, that's it. They're getting executed one after the other. Okay. Still, I can introduce a more delay to just understand. So instead of 1 second, I can say 2 seconds delay. So let me rerun. So you can see that they're getting executed one after the other. Now, so after this, okay. So what we can do is, now we understood how the threads are getting executed concurrently. So instead of displaying their name, what we do is we will replace with their task. Okay. See, this number generator has to generate a random number. So let me show you how to generate a random number. So in this case, so anyway, we already have a data member called number. So we need to create an object of type random. Okay. So I need to import this package. Okay. So once you have created an object of type random, you can generate the random number. So this number equal to this data member, which is there in line number 5, number equal to dot next int. I can give the boundary, like say if I give 5, what it would do is the random number will be generated from 0 to 4. So including 0 and excluding 5. So random number with the range of 0 to 4 would get executed. But I want to generate a random number like 1 to 5. If I want to generate random number 1 to 5, what I can do is just I can add 1. Because each time this would generate a 0 or 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. Okay. So when 0 is added with 1, it's going to become 1 like. Okay. So this is what you should know. This is how the random number is generated. So number, okay, it's giving error. Okay, it should be next int. Okay, it's not next. It's next int. T was missing there. Okay, so this would generate the random number from 0 to 4, and for that we are adding 1. So that my intention is to generate a random number 1 to 5. Okay, so if I give it, if I replace with, if I replace 5 with 10. It would generate a random number. Next int would generate random number starting from 0 to 9. So finally, since I'm adding 1, so I would generate a random number from 1 to 10. So this would generate the random number. I'll just show the output. To display the output, okay, I need to print this number value. Okay, it's here number. So once I execute it, compile. So you can see this random number is being generated. 8, 10, 2, 6, 3, 5, 9, 3. So You can see 3 is repeated here. Okay. So this is how a random number is generated. Let me re-execute it once again. So you can see the random number generated is 2, here at 5, 6, 7, 10, 3. So number is generated randomly with the range of 1 to 10. So we are done with what? The first part. So now we have written a thread which will generate a random integer for every 1 second. So here I've given 2 seconds, you can reduce it to 1 second, it's fine. Okay, so it's a sleep, 2000 millisecond. Instead of 2000 millisecond, you give 1000 millisecond. So it would generate a random number for every 1 second in that case. Okay. So after generating the random number, what we can do is that random number generated will be stored in this variable, and we can find the square of the number, random number, and print it here. Okay, so that's what we need to do here. So if you want to access that number, simply if you type number, it gives me an error because that number variable, that is data member, is in number generator class. So hence I need to suffix the number by this. Okay. And I need to calculate plus. So this number generator number. So since I have to find the square, I need to multiply once again by this dot number. Okay. So this would calculate the square of the random number being generated. Okay. So here random number is generated in line number 12. Random number is generated, that is to, okay, sorry, in line number 11, random number is generated, and the same random number we are displaying it here. And this for this random number, in line number 30, we are finding the square of that random number being generated. Okay. Let me re-execute this program. So you can see that if the random number is 10, the square of that 10 is 100. If the random number generated is 8, the square of that number is 64. Okay. So if it is 1, 1. Okay. So it's going to generate. So similarly, what we can do, in this, let me copy this code. Here, the square of a number, then we need to find the cube of a number. Like, okay. So in this cube of a number, so here cube of number. Okay, so here I need to multiply one more time. Number generated dot. No. Okay, so this would generate the cube of the random number generated. So let me re-execute this. So you can see here the random number being generated and corresponding square of that number and cube. So all three are being displayed. You see 8, 64, 512, 525, 125, 981, 729. So this all, and this demonstrates the use of threads. Okay, so all these threads are being executed concurrently. Hope you people have understood this thread concept, how threads are created. So just we will have a recap. So we have 3 data members, NG, SN, CN, and we are creating the threads, and I'm starting here. Just I'm introducing a delay so that to ensure thread 1 is executed first, then thread 2, and then thread 3. Here thread 1 is going to generate the random number. Thread 2, that is which is started here, line number 85, will calculate the square of a number, and this thread 92, which is started in 92, would find the cube of a number. And this is a code for each thread line. Okay. Hope you have understood this topic. So thanks for watching.